A group of men with expressionless faces walked with their heads down, as if searching for something. They even carefully examined the ants on the ground. Just then, a scream was heard. The men inhaled deeply, catching the scent of the scream, and immediately ran towards it excitedly. But when they got there, they found only an elderly woman who had fallen. After a careful look, they didn't find what they were looking for, so they quickly turned and left. Suddenly, another loud noise was heard. The men became excited again and quickly gathered around. This time they saw a motorcycle and a luxury car, with a wealthy man standing next to a poor man. The poor man had a noticeable scrape on his arm. One of the men immediately guessed that the poor man had accidentally ridden his motorcycle into the wealthy man's luxury car, and the wealthy man was taking the opportunity to demand a high price for compensation. The other men, finding this explanation reasonable, quickly put on their masks of justice and began to accuse and curse the wealthy man. The wealthy man tried to defend himself, but the group of men wouldn't let him explain. Just then, the poor man tried to run away with his bag, but was immediately grabbed by the wealthy man. Seeing this, the men quickly pinned the wealthy man to the ground and started punching and kicking him. Amidst their curses, the wealthy man tried to escape, but gradually his consciousness was overwhelmed by the sound of the curses. Then, they turned their attention to the wealthy man's luxury car, smashing and vandalizing it in an act of revenge. Next, a middle-aged man also put on a mask of justice and squeezed into the crowd, and even an immature child was infected, putting on a mask and joining in. Behind them, a group of self-proclaimed righteous people were holding their phones, constantly spreading the situation online. Just then, the elderly woman who had initially fallen crawled in. She grabbed the bag from the poor man and revealed the truth. It turned out that when she was crossing the traffic light, the poor man had ridden his motorcycle and snatched her bag. The wealthy man had seen this and had chased after him in his luxury car. He had just got out of the car and grabbed the poor man when the group of men saw them. Subsequently, the police also released a clarification video, praising the wealthy man's bravery and presenting a wreath as a token of respect. At this point, the men's faces turned white again, and they all clapped and began to praise the wealthy man. But unexpectedly, the doctor announced a regrettable news. The wealthy man had committed suicide because he couldn't bear the cyberbullying. Faced with this outcome, the group of men put on a sorrowful and regretful expression. But just as they turned to mourn, they caught the scent they were looking for once more. In the end, they began again, under the banner of justice, to accuse the poor man anew.